Please don't fall for this scam. It's Amazon Prime Day, and in case you don't know, the entire website is just a lie. The sellers on there think that you are dumb. You're not dumb, you are smart, you will not fall for this. Just because they draw a little line through a higher number and show you a big red percentage doesn't mean it's true. If you do a history price check on all these items, like 95% of them are being sold for a higher price literally yesterday. I know you work hard for your money, and I know a little retail therapy gets the dopamine going, but please, if you are looking to buy something you actually need, use a history price checker. I'm going through prices for everything today on my stream. If you need help buying something, I will be live and you can ask any questions you have there.
Amazon Prime Day, it's the day for the best deals of the whole year. Except Amazon's new strategy is like increasing prices the day or the week before Amazon Prime Day and then lowering them with great discounts on actual Amazon Prime Day.
Apparently it's Prime Day again. I didn't even know, which is good, but it's literally not even a once a year or twice a year thing anymore. The last one was July 16th. Do you want to know why I know? Because I had a video go a little viral on the last Prime Day, and now I'm getting new traffic on it. It is currently early October. You don't need anything from Prime Day. You're welcome.
She was right about not knowing that it was Prime Day. I feel like I saw one, maybe two ads for it, but other than that, I had no idea that this was happening. What she said at the end, that there was already one earlier, I thought that was weird, so I checked, and it's actually true. Amazon Prime Day typically happens once a year in July. In recent years, Amazon has introduced a second Prime Day-like event in October called a Big Day Deals Day. This year, the main Prime Day event runs from July 8th to July 11th. So it does happen twice a year now. So it's not exactly Amazon Prime Day. It's also Amazon Prime Days plus Amazon Prime Days happening twice per year. Like, it's one thing to lower prices on Black Friday when you know everybody's going to be shopping, so you really got to compete for all those dollars. But it's an entirely other thing to like make up random discount days that are not actually real discount days. You're just tricking people.
This is how you avoid getting scammed by Amazon on Prime Day. This might be a little bit late coming, but yesterday and today have been Prime Day, but Prime Day is kind of a scam in a way if you're not paying attention. Let me introduce you to a little website called Camel. This basically is a free Amazon price tracker, and it will let you know whether or not what you're buying or what you're looking at is worth the money. For example, take this SanDisk Extreme 1 terabyte SD card that Amazon is so generously offering to me for a meager $129.99, which apparently is a 13% discount, which supposedly went from $300 all the way down to $113.64 as of October 2nd, 2023. So technically $130 isn't even the best price you can get for it. Or for example, this Bose speaker for $210, a 25% discount. Well, take what you will from this, but look at the amount of discounts they have. Now, I'm not saying the quality of the discount, but still. So if you're gonna pay for anything on Amazon, at least do your research before you buy it, please.
That last one is really interesting, where it looks like they're offering that Bose speaker like 1, 2, 3, 4, basically half the time it's on some sort of pretty major discount of like at least $50 off. And I wanted to see if they were just like cherry picking examples. So I looked up this microphone that I'm probably going to go ahead and buy here on Amazon. And it's currently listed at $300. But if you come down here during, there's the Prime Day sale where it was dropped considerably. But then before that, it was like $280. And before that, it was all the way down to like $250. And then before that, it was super discounted for Black Friday. So it's like, yeah, sure, it was technically on sale then, but it's been like cheaper than that for a huge gap of time. This was months. This was during the Christmas shopping season of November to December. It's actually, it being $300 is the highest it's ever been. Even with the Amazon Prime Day sale, it's not that much lower than it was just earlier this year.
If you or anybody you know ordered anything on Amazon Prime Day, you need to watch this video. So basically, I ordered a ton of stuff on Amazon Prime Day, and I'm gonna show you all of my receipts because I just found out that all of the prices were fake. Whenever I woke up this morning and figured all of this out, I was literally fuming, so we have to talk about this. My first example is this vegetable chopper. I've always wanted one of these because I see people use them on TikTok, but it was $39.99. It was like a 50% off Prime Day sale. Now that Prime Day is over and the original pricing is back, tell me why it's cheaper. Why is it literally $10 cheaper now?
Wait, why is it cheaper? That's actually crazy. $39.99 discount, but then here it's $33.99, or for the 8 and 1, you're getting it's actually $10 more expensive on the Prime Day sale than it was actually on right now. Now, it's one thing to jack up your prices and lower them back down to where they were and say it's a discount, but it's another to jack up your prices and then lower them ever so slightly so that you're not even getting a discount. You're actually paying more under the guise of a discount.
Why is it literally $10 cheaper now? What a lot of people are saying is that these companies actually raised their prices up and put them on sale and made it look like it was on sale when it was really just more expensive. I also ordered the Ninja Creamy that makes like custom ice cream and frozen treats, and it was $216. 50% off, Prime Day exclusive. Now that Prime Day is over, this thing is only $219, but it actually comes with a $20 coupon. So it's
it comes with this, so it's $20 off. And the crazy thing about that is I got one of these from Walmart for $199. So what they have here, both prices listed, is actually more than what I bought it for, which is crazy because Walmart wasn't even having a discount day. So probably what Amazon is doing here is raising prices pretty high and then lowering them until they're just a few dollars above what the normal price is, but then they're able to make it look like you're actually getting a discount. And because they know lots of people are buying and just kind of clicking on whatever has the biggest % off for the Prime Day sale, they're making essentially free money by doing this. Like if some price is jacked up and then it's discounted to a price that's say $5 more than its normal price and 10,000 people buy it, well then that's 50,000 free dollars that the Amazon seller got. I mean, that's just free money. So of course they're going to take that. And this specific practice is fairly easy to verify because what people do is they create an Amazon cart and then they wait for Prime Day to see how much of a discount they're going to get on that cart. But in a lot of instances that you're going to see right now, the discounts that they're getting in the cart are not actually that happening. And in some cases, the prices are actually going up.
Oh, hell no. I'm about to tweak in this.
Tell me why I made an entire Amazon cart for $400, only for it to cost $540 on Prime Day. That is a diabolical price increase, but a lot of people in the comments are noting that they're experiencing something very similar this year. I made a $300 cart, and it went to $296 on Prime Day. I bought nothing. Yeah, that's 1% off, like a 1.1% discount. That's crazy. The best thing about Prime Day is all of the other stores having actual sales to compete. Yeah, exactly. Mine was $465. Tell me why it only dropped to the $440, LOL. Prime Day has become lame. And not that $25 off isn't great. I mean, I'll take $25 off any day of the week, but when it's like a 5% discount on the biggest shopping or biggest online shopping discount day of the year is crazy. Found a Prime Day deal on a vacuum that was $100 more than anywhere else online. Ordered it from Best Buy. So basically it was just a Prime Day for Best Buy. I always screenshot my cart the week before and then only get the stuff that's actually on sale. That's actually a really good idea. Prime Day is such a scam because there's been an electric scrubber that's $39.99 for months. And today for the Prime Day deal, it's $39.99. And you know, a week before they made it $59.99 and then slashed it and said $20 off on this glorious Prime Day.
I personally can't wait till the lawsuit comes out about Amazon Prime Day and all this false marketing, false advertising going on, because I've been seeing this a lot. People saved their cart in advance for Amazon Prime Day just for it to skyrocket in price. What they're doing is you think you're getting a huge deal, but it was actually, in fact, always that price. And Amazon has become a master at understanding consumer psychology where you think it's 50% off, but if we're comparing for Amazon Prime Day, you aren't saving anything. And if you are saving, it's a very nominal amount.
I wouldn't exactly call that being a master of psychology. I actually covered this in one of my other Amazon videos, but lying about something is not mastering psychology. It's literally just lying. Amazon is lying about prices and then people are believing them and being duped into falling for it and paying as much or more than they normally would. That's not shopping psychology or business acumen. That's just false advertising with extra steps.
They will slowly mark it up, put it a red, Prime Day sale. You understand that there's a limited amount of days for Prime Day.
Prime Day is a scam. I was getting this projector, but wanted to wait until Prime Day yesterday. The regular price was $89.99 with a 40% coupon. Total would have been $54. Now, magically, the list price is $116 and it's $69 sale. Super disappointed Prime Day. That sounds about like Amazon.
You're encouraged to buy it even though it's pretty much the same price and it always was. Prime Day is such a scam this year. I feel like everyone's been seeing this, and I'm so happy we're sharing it online this year.
And I do think this will continue to get big and become more and more of an issue as time goes on. It's so easy to talk about your experience now when you're on TikTok. You just pull out your phone and you talk about the thing that annoyed you that day. And in some instances, it goes viral. Like if you remember that chef from earlier about the food review critic who walked in, he was mean to her. Her TikTok blew up about it and he ended up leaving the restaurant over it. That same thing happens all the time, when, especially with people talking about things like Amazon. Everyone loves to dump on Amazon because it's a huge billion-dollar company that has like a long history of ethical issues. And I imagine every year creators' voices will get louder and louder in opposition of Prime Day and the fact that the Prime Day sales are not actually sales, they're Prime Day lies. And probably eventually Amazon will have to address it. But so far this year, they have not, and maintained that everyone is getting amazing deals. I think they compared it to like 2018 prices, which I think we all know is absolutely not the case.
So I'm sure y'all have seen like the Amazon Prime Week is a scam, blah, blah, blah. They increase the prices. Y'all, they really do. I added a bunch of items to my cart a week and a half ago because I'm in the process of moving. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait to purchase these items this week because this is the last week. This is the final week I'm about to move. Coincidentally, it's the same week as Prime Week. So I'm like, oh, cool, I might get a little discount. But I had heard the little rumors. So I screen recorded my cart. My whole cart was like $580 because I had a bed frame and everything in there. So $580, cool. Why did I check today during Prime Week? A lot of my items were on sale for Prime Week. My cart was $16 more.
My cart went from $580 last week to $596 today during the Prime Day sale. And a lot of people do this where they make big carts and put all the big carts together. And if just one item within that cart goes up when the others go down for some reason, then your whole cart becomes more expensive. And with the incentive of companies to do this, jack prices up and then discount them because they know people are going to be buying, it makes sense that they would discount it to more than the normal price because people are going to purchase it anyway because they think they're getting a deal.
Oh? That's interesting. So I went back to my screen recording that I took a week and a half ago, and I started comparing prices. They raised the prices for like 3 of my items, then added a discount. Some of them is still more than the original price it was a few weeks ago. Some of it, with the discount, it makes it the same price. So they're trying to make it seem like, oh, you're getting half off. Oh, you're getting so much off, when really they just raised the price. It's literally a scam. And I'm going to show y'all my cart. I'm going to show y'all. So this was my cart last week, okay? $580. This is my cart today, $595. Now look at how much this cat purchased, $42. Look at how much it was last week, $32.99.
They jacked it up by $10 and then pretended it was on sale. That's wild. And $10 for a $40 product? I mean, that's a pretty significant percentage of it that's being increased.
Now look at the cat map, $25 today. Last week it was $22.99. So yeah, even though it might not be that much of a difference, the fact that they thought we wouldn't notice is crazy. The fact that my items on sale really increased in price just to be on sale, that's really crazy. And now I'm not gonna buy it from Amazon. So.
And it's not even like people are particularly upset that they're specifically not getting a discount. I think people are upset that they aren't getting a discount when Amazon is like absolutely insisting that they definitely are. Like if you're gonna offer discounts, great, offer discounts. And if you're not gonna offer discounts, like that's fine too. Don't offer discounts. Walmart is hugely successful in the online retail space, and you kind of never hear of them doing like special Walmart days outside of the usual Black Friday or Cyber Monday. And yet I would argue they're doing just fine. They don't have the negative press of faking Prime Day sales like Amazon does now. And these are the kind of videos that are going big. You know, 30,000 likes. I wouldn't call it viral per se, but we don't need every single person ever to see this. Only the ones that are interested in Amazon and Prime Day enough to try and seek out those Prime Day sales. If enough of those people see, then Amazon will have to respond eventually.
I didn't realize that Amazon Prime Day is totally a scam. I had a feeling it might be, but I was looking at desks for my house. I need a little work from home desk. And I had my eye on one, and I saw, I'm like, oh, there's this other one with a Prime Day deal, and it's like, wow, that's a lot cheaper than the original price. But then I clicked the little thing that says where you can look and see what the price history of it is. Look at this. They jacked that price up like
that's
double,
so blatant.
right before Prime Day started. And then
they're not even trying in that instance. Like, look, this is like the worst kept secret of all time, where it's like same price, same price, same price. That's the normal price. Huge jack up, double the price to make it look like you're getting a massive discount, so they can discount it to, what is that, like maybe $1 cheaper, which is fine. Just say it's $1 off, or don't even bother at this point. Actually, don't even bother.
Jack it back down. And someone said to me the other day, like, do you think that's what they do? And I was like, probably, but I didn't realize, like, literally, you can just see it. That's crazy. I know places like Kohl's, that's their whole model. Like, nothing at Kohl's is ever full price. So you go in and everything's 40% off, 50% off, whatever. You're never paying full ticket price at Kohl's, and that's their whole thing. The products that they're selling are worth what they're selling them for, but you think you're getting a deal because they put the original price on there and make it sound like it's more. But this is crazy. I know we shouldn't be shopping at Amazon too. I know it's terrible.
Amazon has their own issues. I feel like the Gap outlet is the only place that's really honest with these things, because you go to the Gap outlet, it's just like, look, this brand is $5, this brand is $6, this brand is $7. There's no pretension about we're doing discounts or coupons or sales. It's like, whatever, here's the price, shop yourself silly. And as a result, the Gap outlet is a wonderful place to find deals. But it is kind of crazy how blatant this one is. Like, look at this chart. There's no creativity. Like, at least try, like, if you're gonna lie to me, at least try and make it believable. Otherwise, one, I'm annoyed that you're doing it, and two, I'm annoyed that you think I'm dumb and like this is what you're doing. Like, I have some self-respect. Now, as with everything, there are two sides to this. The one side is saying that this isn't really that big of a deal. Amazon's not forcing you to buy anything. You, as the consumer, choose to buy the object, and as such, Amazon is not actively causing you any harm, and therefore they're not really at fault. Legally, this argument goes, nothing is actually being done wrong because you, the consumer, are not damaged in any way that needs to be made whole. But the other side says that they actually are hurting you by you thinking that you're getting a deal when you're not, and that lying to the consumers is illegal because it creates a false pretense around which the product and platform are built. Now, whichever side you land on, it is clear that there is no definitive ruling on this because this kind of thing is basically too recent to have made its way through our court systems. But thanks to a lawsuit last year, we might find out here in the next little while whether or not this is actually legal. Amazon sued for fake discounts ahead of busy holiday shopping season. Holiday shopping is in full swing this week with Black Friday deals everywhere you look, but one major retailer, Amazon, just got accused of deceptive sales practices in a recently filed lawsuit. Here's what the lawsuit's claims are going on. The lawsuit claims that Amazon used deceptive practices to entice people to buy products. It takes aim specifically at the, quote, list price of products that make it look like the product is on sale when in fact it is not discounted. And this is everything we just saw in these TikToks. It purports that there are no, quote, limited time sales and that the list prices are not real. It's the old idea of if everything is on sale all the time, then nothing is actually ever on sale. The lawsuit against Amazon was filed by David Ramirez, a customer who purchased an Amazon Fire TV from the company. It's a possible class action lawsuit, which means that it's been filed on behalf of everyone who may have been wronged by Amazon in the same way who recently bought a TV. And if you think about the number of TVs that Amazon sells, I mean, that could be thousands or tens of thousands of people, maybe millions, depending on how far back the lawsuit goes. Though the list price is purported to be the price that the item was sold for during the past 90 days, the lawsuit claims that Amazon is making them up in order to trick people into thinking they're getting a deal. To prove it, attorneys tracked the prices of many Amazon Fire TVs for almost a year in some cases. The actual price never got as high as the list price, quote unquote, except in some instances where Amazon hiked the price up to the list price for, quote, an extremely short period, in some instances as short as literally 1 day, and then immediately lowered it to the actual sales price. While this all may sound like typical but not quite ethical sales tactics, Amazon previously settled a different consumer protection lawsuit in 2021 about a similar false reference prices. They were barred from advertising false or misleading prices at that time. So if this new lawsuit proves that they're doing it again, it could mean bigger problems for the retail giant. And very notably, in this previous lawsuit from 2021, they paid a $2 million fine. I mean, that's like, Bezos loses $2 million in his couch cushions on a Saturday night. Like, that is nothing. It was just the price of doing business. They probably just wrote it off as a rounding error. Right now, nothing has been decided yet. If a judge decides that Amazon is misleading people again, it may become a class action lawsuit. In this case, anyone who was wronged by Amazon in the same way, probably by purchasing an Amazon Fire TV, though it could be at the judge's discretion to extend this to all alleged fake sales, they would be eligible to sign up to join the Amazon class action lawsuit and receive a portion of the settlement. Potentially, it has the ability to force Amazon to be more upfront about their deals and pricings, which will ultimately benefit everyone. Now, whether or not it will ultimately benefit everyone one is obviously up for debate. That's entirely subjective. But the rest of this, that's kind of crazy. It's no exaggeration to say that the implications of this lawsuit and the outcomes from it cannot be overstated, because almost every online retail company does this exact same thing. If Amazon is found guilty of harming consumers through price manipulations or something like that, then the ripple effect will go and hit everybody. Walmart, Amazon, eBay, Newegg, just anyone that sells stuff online and participates in any kind of deals is probably going to feel the ramifications of this. They're all going to have to suddenly start rushing and scrambling to fix all of their prices so that they're not hit with more fines, and deals like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Prime Day, any other word with day in it, will essentially dry up overnight because they kind of only a little bit exist right now. And that's because most of these online retailers have razor thin margins, and they can essentially only exist by moving in bulk. That's their whole business model. It's like the fact that Walmart makes about 2 or 3% on their grocery prices, but the fact that they move like $100 billion of groceries every year contributes to them having a huge amount of profit. And also, this is another reason why tariffs hit Amazon sellers so hard, because they probably have like between a 5, maybe 7% profit margin on each of the things that they have made in China and import to the United States. So if you have a 15% tariff on that, that's it. They can't absorb that anymore because that's more than their profit margin was, and they are forced to raise the price on it. It's a fascinating issue and a fascinating lawsuit, and I will absolutely update you when we hear more, but that probably won't be for another 12 to 18 months. Thanks for watching.